Hey guys, so Word here, back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse. Is it Darkseid War? I believe so. Either way, today we're taking a look at... Got me some Kalibak. Brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, of course. This is a mega figure, which just makes sense for a character like good old Kalibak here. So, without further ado, let's cut right to the chase, get into meat and taters of this review before my iPad dies because it's a piece of shit. Alright, so as far as useful accessories for the figure, he comes with his club thing, which is a pain in the ass to get in his hand. So I'm probably not going to do that before final thoughts, just to save a little bit on time. We also get a collectible trading card. Let's look at the back. You can pause and read at your own leisure. Of course, good old Kalibak, I think is a Jack Kirby original character. Part of the New Gods, and I think is Darkseid's nephew? If I'm not mistaken. I know he's not his son. I think he's his nephew. He was also very prominent in the Justice League cartoon, so that's pretty cool. That said, he does come with a McFarlane Toys hockey puck display stand. A lot of good that's going to do him. Look at the size of his friggin' Ninja Turtle feet. Shout out to the biggest Turtles fan I know. Evil villain, friend of the channel. But taking a closer look at Kalibak here. Looks badass. I like the way this guy looks. I don't like how kind of floppy his torso is, but, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. It's all ABS, too, so I can't even blame it on the way the joint's made. Well, I guess I can, but that's just, I assume they're all like that. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head is on a double ball peg. You can look up and down a little bit, tilt a little bit. There's a bit of a sticky joint there, so be careful with that. But I imagine if you put a little lubricant in there, maybe heat up the head so it pops off. Put a little lubricant in there, it'll work better. The shoulders can go out to the side, back down. They do rotate forward and back, so that's nice. You do get a single elbow with rotation there, as well as a swivel in the wrist with a hinge in the wrist. But unfortunately, it is tight as a monkey's uncle, so can't really get it to work on that side. What about this side? This side, yeah, it does work a little bit. Then the torso, as you can see, has a ball joint in the waist, kind of like a Mythic Legion's, but way looser than a Mythic Legion's. But that works fine. Plenty of range out of that. Hips can kick out to the side, back down. They do kick forward and back. He does have a thigh cut. He does have a knee swivel, as well as a single jointed knee. So standing at his maximum height here. Oh, pinch my finger, you son of a bitch. Standing at his full height here. Does stand taller than the camera. And then he's got big old ratcheted disc hinges in the ankles there. So, pretty good there. He's got a rocker, and then he's got a toe joint, yes, but it's pretty tight on both sides, on mine at least, so that's fine. But not a perfect figure. I think the torso could have been better, but for the price, 40 bones, I think you're getting a little bit better with this guy than you are with the old Mattel Build-A-Figure. And I like that old Mattel Build-A-Figure, but you know, you could pay 40 bucks for a cool Kalibak like this, or you could pay probably, if I had to guess, close to 100 bucks for that one. Not quite sure what that one's going for. I know Kalibak was not one of the more expensive Build-A-Figures from Mattel for a while, but I didn't buy him when he was not that expensive, so getting this guy situated here. If I can get the camera tilted up enough, there we go. We can bring in our two regulars, because again, my DC Multiverse collection is pretty much packed away for the most part, so I don't have a whole lot for size comparisons. But as you all know, one of my regulars is a McFarlane figure, but here is Brother Mandibulus, Mythic Legions. And then, of course, we got the infamous Kalibak Spawn. He's not towering over everyone today, but as you can see, Kalibak is not the largest mega figure of them all, but still a decent size. So, with that being said, let's get this club forced in his hand there. I'm sure I'll get arthritis from that. And wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while this may not be a perfect release from the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, I think if you missed out on the old Mattel Collect and Connect Kalibak, this is the next best thing. In fact, even though it is a more modern interpretation of the character, I think this design is a little bit cooler than that old Mattel Collect and Connect figure. He's got Suns out, guns out on both sides, not just one. I think the Mattel Collect and Connect had a sleeve, right? And he's got a friggin' nose ring. And last I checked, the only other tough guys who have nose rings are skinheads and minotaurs. So, you know what? Pretty cool to me, man. And even though I don't have that old Mattel one and wouldn't mind having it, if I never get it, I'm glad I have this figure right here. The only major gripe I have with it is the looseness of the torso. Could have been a little tighter. It's not terrible, but it's not perfect. And then the weapon is gummy, but I don't think that's really the problem. The problem is getting into the hand. I'm not looking forward to the arthritis I'm going to have from trying to do that. If you heat the hand up, it's a little easier, but still, shouldn't be that hard in the first place. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.